Imagine, you just turned 16 years old and your dad gives you keys to a brand new Mustang. You hop in the car and take off for the open road just to see what this Mustang can do. After several miles on the open road, you get pulled over by the police for speeding. So you knew that you shouldn't have been speeding, but you decided to take the risk anyway. Or else you truly didn't realize that you were speeding. You thought perhaps that the speed limit was 55 and you were going 75. Regardless, you are guilty of breaking the law. More than likely you'll have to pay a fine and your parents will probably take away your license. Have you ever heard the saying, ignorance of the law is no excuse? Well, the same is true with plagiarism. Are you confused about plagiarism? Have your teachers repeatedly warned you about plagiarism, but you're still not 100% sure what that means? Hello students, this is Mr. Patrick Baney. This is the first part of a series about plagiarism. In this three-part video series, we will discuss what plagiarism is, the different types, when and how to cite sources, and I'll give you tips on how to avoid it. Merriam-Webster's online dictionary defines plagiarism as to steal or pass off the ideas or words of another as one's own, or to use another's production without crediting the source. So what does this mean for you as an online learner? Let's take a look at several different types of plagiarism. The first type of plagiarism is what we call intentional or deliberate. This is when a student knowingly takes the work of someone else and tries to pass it off as their own. From the example before with the car, you knew you were taking a chance by breaking the law. In other words, this is theft. Yes, you can steal ideas and words. You are taking something that doesn't belong to you. One of the more common types is what they call copy and paste. As the name suggests, the student simply takes or copies an answer from an online source and pastes it as their own answer. Other types of intentional plagiarism include copying answers from a friend, buying papers online, or even borrowing media without giving credit. The next type of plagiarism is unintentional or accidental. This might occur if a student's not sure if they should cite or not. This can also happen if a student doesn't know how to cite or they simply forget to mark where they got their idea from. It's your job to know the rules of plagiarism. Remember, ignorance is not an excuse. I will help you along the way. Much like the speeding example before, you are still going to get in trouble even though you didn't know what you were doing was wrong. I am very excited to be taking this journey with you. Please tune in to part 2 of this series where we'll discuss how and when to cite sources. The last video in this series will give you some tips on how to avoid the common pitfalls of plagiarism. The bottom line is this: your teachers probably know what Google has to say about a topic. We want to hear what you have to say. Let your powerful voice be heard. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a comment, like, share, and click on the bell so you can be alerted when I add more content.